What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So lately there has been a ton of people moving into West Michigan.
And you know what? We get asked similar questions every time. So here's 10 things you need to know before you make the move.
Stay tuned. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin Irwin.
And I'm Ross Young.
We are real estate agents here in West Michigan. If you are brand new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button because we go over everything and anything to do with living and thriving here in West Michigan. So without further ado, Ross, let's jump into these 10 things.
All right. So number 10 on our list is winters are brutal. You know, be honest with you, this year and last year have been not as bad as what we usually come to expect here in West Michigan, but we always have those couple weeks where it's just stupid cold.
Yeah. Basically what's going to happen is you're going to start off fall and you want snow. Michigan people are weird. I don't know why we are like this, but whatever. So fall comes, it's beautiful. There's beautiful leaves, colors are changing. We're hoping for snow, hoping for cold weather because we get excited for whatever reason. And you get disappointed over and over and over again because you think you're going to get a big snowstorm and then Lake Michigan kills it. So then we get down to, usually it only lasts about 2 weeks of brutal cold, brutal snow, and then we start going back the other way.
Right. Well, you know, some years it can be a month worth, and all of a sudden it just keeps hammering you. But winters here are pretty brutal, not going to lie.
For sure. So you'll have a snowstorm, and then directly following that snowstorm, because of different air going over the lake, then you get hammered with lake effect snow. Now, if you're on the east side of the state, you're not going to see that. But here in West Michigan, especially in Grand Rapids areas and the surrounding suburbs, we get hammered pretty good with lake effect.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's move on to number 9. We have one of the lowest costs of living here in the United States.
You know, we've been working with a lot of people that are moving to the area, and that's one of the main draws. You know, They say, when I go to the grocery store, it's astounding because it doesn't cost them an arm and a leg just to buy their groceries.
Yeah, absolutely. And the housing is actually pretty affordable. Now, obviously, you're going to have areas in West Michigan where the housing is a lot higher than other areas, but let's take, you know, we've dealt with some people coming over from California, from Florida, from Texas, you know, some of these other high-end areas, and a house that they can get here, they come over with these huge budgets, and we're able to let them know, like, hey, you don't need to spend that amount of money over here because you're going to get a mansion. And
right.
And it kind of blows their mind.
Right. And, you know, you're going from $1 million plus, you know, in California, or even the rents are $2,500 a month. And then that can buy you one heck of a house over here in West Michigan.
Oh, geez. $1 million house in West Michigan, you're talking 6,000 square feet or more.
Right. It's ridiculous.
It is. All right, number 8, Beer City, U.S.A.
Oh, man. Yes. There's about 80-some plus breweries just in Grand Rapids area alone.
Yeah, there is a ton of breweries for you guys to explore. Majority of them have good food, too, so it's not just beer. Talk about a little bit downtown Grand Rapids, what you can do with breweries.
No, the big staple for Grand Rapids is Founders. I got to say, that's probably the largest brewery in Grand Rapids is Founders, and they have a awesome, you know, whole, I don't even know what to call it. Tour of Founders where you can go and see where they distill all the beer and stuff, and it's really quite an experience.
Absolutely. And one of the other things you guys can do if you like being outdoors, because one of these top 10 is going to be outdoors, but they have brewery tours in downtown Grand Rapids.
Oh, I almost forgot about those.
Yes. My wife and I have done them, and you literally sit on a bus, and they bring you around to like 10 different breweries, and you get off, you go have a beer, have an appetizer, whatever, and then you got to be back out to catch the bus to go to the next brewery.
And there's no two breweries that are the same. That's the awesome part. You go to one, it could be more of an upscale brewery. You know, you're going to have, you know, whatever type of beer they have. And then you go to an Irish pub, which is going to have, you know, more of a, I guess, a whiskey flavored beer. And no two breweries are going to be the same.
No, 100%. So tons to do with that. All right, let's jump into number 7. we have some of the top-rated schools in the country here in West Michigan.
And we're not even just talking high schools. I mean, in Michigan alone, there's a lot of universities in the area. We have Grand Valley State University. We have Grand Rapids Community College. Then the two big names that a lot of people think of when they think of Michigan University is Michigan State and
University of Michigan. Go blue.
Go blue. So there's a lot of opportunities for people that are moving here, and the high schools they all have really good athletic programs. To be honest,
Yeah. If you like sports, sports is a big thing here in West Michigan. I mean, we've got, of course, one of the biggest rivalries in college football is Michigan versus Michigan State or Michigan versus Ohio State. Those are the two that we hear of the most. So, of course, if you like to battle like that, you're going to get that here.
it's only two that matter, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Well, no, not Michigan State, but see, here we go. So we're just saying, if you like sports, West Michigan is a great place to be for that.
Yep.
All right, number 6, we have a robust, booming job market here in West Michigan.
If you're looking for a job, it doesn't really matter what field, you're going to find it here in West Michigan. There's a lot of cinematography. There's a lot of building jobs, a lot of skilled labor. We have a lot of friends in different areas of or different fields, we should say, and they're always looking for new people to fill positions.
Yeah, absolutely. And, West Michigan also, I mean, medical mile, if you are in the medical profession, guaranteed, hands down, you will find a job here in West Michigan. Mm-hmm. So, we can get into some of that stuff in some different videos, but if you are currently in the medical field in the area you're in and you want to move here, give us a call. If you find a job here, we can easily get you relocated here.
For sure.
So, some of the other jobs to think about, because I know this is a big topic. People need jobs. People want jobs. Our construction industry here in Michigan is booming. Housing is booming. Mm-hmm. We are constantly running into battles with new builders having trouble getting houses built. And the biggest issue is because they don't have enough employees. They don't have enough builders. They don't have enough contractors. So if you're a contractor and want to relocate here to West Michigan, there is plenty of business for you.
For sure.
So, all right, moving on to number 5. And this is a two-parter.
Oh.
So we'll let you know why it's 2 parts. So we already talked about winters. We talked a little bit about lake effect snow. Lake effect snow, so that if you're not from this area, or maybe you are and don't understand it, it's kind of annoying. I guess if I could put it that way.
It can be at times, for sure.
So you'll be driving down the highway if we're getting a good lake effect snow day, and it'll be nice, bright sunshine like it is today, and then bam, you're in a blizzard.
And it's heavy snow.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes the roads all crap, and
Yep.
yeah, it's hard to deal with sometimes because it's so unpredictable. If we have a saying here in West Michigan, if you don't like the weather, stick around 15 minutes, so it's going to change.
100%. I mean, you can get hammered in Allegan and get 12 inches, get up to where I'm from in Cedar Springs, and have absolutely no snow. You didn't even get a dusting. So lake effect has major impacts on West Michigan, but it's also a good thing.
Yeah,
So
it kind of
part
leads us into part 2 of lake effect. When you drive through West Michigan, you're going to notice there's going to be a lot of vineyards, there's going to be a lot of orchards, a lot of fruit trees, and that's all possible because of the lake effect. Not only does it give us snow and it kind of changes our weather here and there, but it also protects these plants like trees and vines and stuff from being frozen in the spring, which allows us to grow on grapes, grow apples, cherries, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. There's tons of wineries, apple orchards, if I can talk, here in West Michigan. So if you love wine, and we're like alcoholics.
Right.
If you love beer, if you love wine, you should come to West Michigan. And if you do come to West Michigan, you decide to live here, you have got to travel up to Traverse City.
Cherry Festival.
There's wineries everywhere. It is just a wonderful place to be. All right, so number 3. I guess that kind of leads into number 3.
It does.
Outdoor activities to last you a lifetime.
Oh, man, there's so much to do as far as outdoor activities. We got parks scattered everywhere throughout West Michigan, down the city and downtown Grand Rapids, I should say. And, the biggest thing I know for us, we're pretty big outdoor enthusiasts, is Manistee National Forest.
Yeah, Manistee National Forest is thousands of miles of ATV, UTV,
dirt bike.
hiking trails, dirt bike trails. You can get lost out there for days if you really wanted to. There's just tons to do. I mean, if you like mountain biking, there's a huge underground mountain biking community, even though we don't have mountains.
Is that like Fight Club, where you don't talk about Fight Club?
Right. Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I just started getting into that scene, and
Trying to look after you.
It does seem undergroundish. So if you are an outdoor enthusiast, you've got to put West Michigan on the map to at least come check this place out.
For sure. And then number two, the culture in West Michigan. We have a very special culture in West Michigan.
Yeah, I 100% agree. And to be honest, until we started this YouTube channel and really started this journey of helping not only people in our local community, but helping people move here, we never really understood how special of a place we truly do live in. It is very relationship based. Your neighbor actually wants to help you.
Even if you're just walking down the side of the street in the neighborhood, people are prone to wave at you. It might be surprising for some places in the country, but you're out for a walk, you see somebody outside, you wave, say hello, and keep on going.
Right. And if you need help, it's very quickly on any of the Facebook groups in the local communities. If you ask for help, people are going to help you, and that's one of the things I really love about this place. And when you talk to people moving and relocating here from like Portland, Oregon, and some of these other spots, and they get here and start talking about how nice people are, that's when it makes us realize, the gem that we do have here in West Michigan.
Yep.
So
I agree.
All right. Can you guess what number one is?
Drum roll.
We have over 11,000 inland lakes here in Michigan.
It's a lot of water.
That is a lot of water.
And if you don't know, Michigan's already a peninsula.
Yeah, I mean, literally, Michigan is a hand. If you don't know, you should know this because it's like taught in elementary school.
Yep.
But we are surrounded by huge freshwater lakes, the biggest freshwater lakes in the world. So there is tons and tons and tons of boating opportunities here in West Michigan. If you're a water lover, you're absolutely going to love it.
Lots of opportunities to go fishing. There's even places around West Michigan where if you don't have a boat, you can still do the kneeboarding and skiing and stuff from a cable drive, which is really cool.
There's quite a few different spots for that. Where's the ones in Hudsonville?
Yep.
And it's these huge cable-driven pulleys way up high, and you hold on to a rope and it pulls you around. And you got jumps you can wakeboard on. It's really cool.
Extreme.
So as you guys can see, there is a lot of good reasons to move here to West Michigan. Now, obviously, there's always going to be bad things, but this was 10 things that we thought you should know before moving here. And guys, as much as we love making these videos, we love helping you way more. So if you guys are looking to relocate here, or maybe you already live here and you're looking to make a move, give us a call. All our information is down here on the bottom. We are the guys that answer the phone. So, you know what? We really appreciate you.
Absolutely. Have a good one.
See you guys.